One thing for sure is that everybody knows that some of the biggest bass in the United States live down here in Florida. Every time I've been here, there's at least a couple double-digit bass that show up at the scales. This week I'm fishing the Toho Kissimmee chain of lakes, and on this chain of lakes there are 5 lakes that I have a choice to fish. I've found from my practice, I think my best strategy is going to be fishing one lake and the closest lake, which is Toho. Now, the reason for that is a massive cold front, of course, is on its way this week.
There is the risk that we could have some strong to damaging winds and maybe something even more in our northern community. So we want you just to keep checking back in between.
In practice, the fish were chomping. It was 80 degrees and the Sunshine State was living up to its name. But this massive cold front is going to prove to be super challenging. It's going to mess a lot of the things up that I found in practice. That's probably not going to work. We're going to go from 80 degrees, sunny south winds from a cool northwest wind and lows in the upper 30s. If you've ever fished Florida, you know what that means. With 15 to 20 mile an hour sustained winds, this tournament is going to be really disappointing for a lot of people, and then there's probably going to be 3 or 4 people that it's going to be life-changing for. Now, on top of weather, we've got another curveball that's coming for everyone. Nobody can escape this. This does involve the most controversial topic in fishing right now.
This is some people are gonna say that's the worst thing that ever happened about bass fishing.
I think it's hurting things. I think we're gonna have to stop at some point, step back, and take a look and say we're gonna have to disallow it. It's changed the whole face of the sport.
Forward-facing sonar. For 2025, Major League Fishing is making a lot of changes and requirements, restrictions around technology, around our graphs. Let's be more specific. It's around forward-facing sonar. So for the Tackle Warehouse Invitationals, this is how they're going to do our restriction. We only get to use it one day of competition. So we have a 3-day event. Everybody fishes the first 2 days. On the first day, we can use forward-facing sonar as much as you like. But on the second day, we cannot use forward-facing sonar. And then you can use it if you choose to on the 3rd day. This could change everything. There's gonna be people that love it, and there's gonna be others that absolutely hate these rule changes. One thing for sure is that the rules matter.
Boat check is open on the outside of the wall. When you come on the outside of the wall, you'll see it on the right there. Make sure. Oh, number 2. Got 2. Oh, number 3. Got 12.
It's about to start. I think it's going to be a good day. Hoping to see a couple big bass today. Hoping to see a couple big bass today. All I can do is control what I can control. Do what I can do. All right, y'all, here we go. I'm gonna lie, I'm a little bit, I'm kind of jacked this morning. I'm gonna go catch a couple bass. Right now, I'm cranking a little Kissimmee grass line, and I think that just the magic part about this is it's got hydrilla that runs right up to the edge of the Kissimmee grass. That's him. That's him. I just switched to a chatterbait. It's real windy today, so I can't place the crankbait right next to the Kissimmee grass. So the chatterbait I can just be a little bit more accurate with. So I'm gonna fish this for a little bit, just because of the wind. It's just so windy today. That one right there feels a little bit better. Chatterbait's so much easier to fish. I didn't even catch one on this in practice. Dang, dude, I saw that one. I saw that one. They're biting, even though it's cold, they're biting a little bit, so that's a good sign. This one is a 2 pound, 4 ounce. Hey, I'm not even gonna complain. Sometimes when you're fishing in Florida, sometimes you need these 2 pounders. You never know, like when you catch an 8 or 9, be sad to weigh in an 8 or 9 and then not have a limit. Dang! Oh. Oh, I don't know. No, that one actually is not. He's not that bad. Yeah. Okay. That one's a 2 even. So if you look, if you can pay attention, just look to my right here. There's actually holes. Like the hydrilla runs right into the Kissimmee grass, and you can probably see some of these holes. I think that's probably means it's hard bottom right here. It's probably hard bottom. Bro! In practice, I could tell there was a lot of fish in this area. Number one, there were some guides here, but I got a bunch of bites here, and I just kept. Okay, look right beside me. You see those holes in the Kissimmee grass right there? I don't know this for sure, but I think the shad are spawning in the holes. Limit for the South Carolina Pro. Just moved to a completely new area. I haven't fished yet today. I had probably my biggest bite in this area right here. Now, believe it or not, I caught most of my big fish in practice cranking, not flipping, not doing any finesse things or anything like that. So for this last hour or so, I want to just lock this crankbait in my hand and just see what's. It's the only thing I can think of to catch me a bigger fish right now. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm actually flipping. I'm just trying to clean up on these holes. I hit the outside with the crankbait. Now I'm flipping these holes. That's why you don't leave right there. That's why you don't leave. I was just thinking about, do I leave this area? Do I keep fishing? That right there is why you keep fishing the area that has fish right there. That's why you keep fishing the area that has fish. The bite seems like it's slowed down a little bit, so I'm just gonna slow down with the bite. When the bite's good, I'll pick up my crankbait. If I see some aggressiveness, then I'll throw the chatterbait and the crankbait. But right now, I just really feel like it's slowing down. Six. Cool, that one was about a 5-pounder here in a little bit. 1.5. I've been up and down this stretch 3 times today. Every time I come by, I would catch 1 or 2 more. That fish actually bit before. When I flipped it in there, he bit and I missed him. I flipped back in there and caught it. There's a lot of stuff to fish around here. I could go up and down this thing all day long. I really feel like this is probably the best shot that I got at catching a big one is flipping. Not, Florida, flipping big ones. I probably got time to fish one more spot before we go in today. I'm not really mad. I just don't understand why I never seem to get like a really big bite today. Right. I can't tell you how many I've caught off that one little spot right there today. I don't even know what it is. Man, add insult to injury. Windy day, man. I didn't think the wind was gonna affect me the way it did. I had a couple areas today I just really couldn't fish the way I expected to fish them. I don't think I have maybe 9 pounds. Definitely not what I wanted. But we'll just have to wait and see what that does, where that puts us, what it's going to be like. One thing about it, catching 10 pounds, 9 pounds of what I think I got, whoever caught the 18 to 20, 26 today, they're very likely to catch 6, 7, 8, 9 pounds. That's a part of fishing in Florida. So doesn't mean I'm out of it, but you don't like to dig yourself a hole and have to climb out of it. You know what I mean? I don't have to climb anything. Oh yeah.
all the way from Belton, South Carolina. He's got 5 fish in the bag, 10 pounds and 7 ounces for Brian.
Thanks, sir. That's all I can come up with today. I tried to
working.
do the best. It ain't even working. I don't even need to talk. I don't need to talk.
Good. Oh, we want to hear
I
him.
probably don't need to talk over 10 pounds.
That's all right.
I was feeling a little spicy this morning. I got a limit like real fast. I thought I was going to catch them good and didn't.
Yeah.
The good thing, like everybody keeps saying, is it is Florida, so you never know. People that's got 30 might catch 9 tomorrow.
That's right.
I just need to catch 30.
Everybody's got a chance.
Yeah, everybody's got a chance, and I need to be in there.
You got it. Thank you, sir. We'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you, dude.
Still processing what happened yesterday. I struggle with, I want to be more upset than I am about it. The fact of the matter is, I mean, the stuff that I had, it worked, so I can't be mad at that, because that's always a win. When I come up with something in practice, I go back to that and it works. Only thing that I'm a little worried about is I had four areas that I was planning on catching fish on, and only one of those areas produced. So what if I go out today and that one area that was producing doesn't work and I can't find anything else? I don't think I caught a keeper once I left that one productive area yesterday. Definitely got a lot better conditions to fish today. Sunny, the wind's not blowing. I actually think that might help me a little bit. There's 1 or 2 areas I wanted to fish yesterday that I really couldn't fish the way that I wanted to, but just because it was so windy. And that might help me a little bit, honestly. But I just need to get a couple big bites. I never got any big bites yesterday. Couple of 3 big bites. That's always the difference here in Florida.
And boat number 10.
Starting where I did yesterday, I know I can get, I should be able to get at least 3 to 5 bites here. That was bigger than any of the ones I caught yesterday. That's a 311. Huh? You hear him hit the bottom, didn't you? Bop! I'm gonna flip a lot today. One big one, I can make a big comeback. The weights are gonna fall off big time today with no scope, no forward facing. There's a lot of people that just they rely on that. Like I've heard people refer to fishing with no forward facing as fishing blind. There he is. Okay, that's 3 real fast. After I get 5, I think I'm probably gonna move somewhere else. All right, I just say I got some things to think about. If I can just get 5 real quick. I think I'm gonna stick with the flipping stick a little bit more today. Yesterday I was almost forced to to use reaction baits to a certain degree, just because it was so windy and what I was fishing. I just didn't have much boat control. But I just caught a good one flipping, like a 3-pounder, flipping the Kissimmee grass, which is not where I would have expected to catch one flipping. But I think I'm going to do that at least for hours and see what happens. If I can catch a few more doing that, we may just stick it in our hand for the rest of the day. That's the best way to catch a big one. I mean, like, we're being honest, catching a big one is probably gonna come, I think the best way is with a flipping stick. With the reaction baits I catch, you're still liable to catch, you're in Florida, you're liable to catch a big one anyway. But I do feel like if I can keep the flipping stick in my hand and get in the area that I know has got fish, probably be my best chance. I had 10-7 yesterday, something like that. If I get 16 or 17, I'll probably at least get paid. I don't know. The cut weight was pretty high yesterday. I'm curious to hear what y'all think. How much y'all think the weights are going to fall off with the way we have the rules this year, with one day on forward facing and the second day off? Sit down and retie, get myself together. The day like today, you really need to go slower, and then you don't get a bite for a couple hours. It makes you want to speed up or change spots. Or, in my past experience in Florida, the best thing you can do once you get a few bites is don't do nothing. Just keep getting more bites. But that's easy when you're getting bites, but as soon as you hit like a little hour lull, 2 hours lull, you start thinking about where else you want to go. This is one of the questions people ask all the time about fishing. How do you know when it's time to leave a spot? How do you know when it's time to go? I don't think you ever really know, but if you're already thinking about it, chances are you're losing confidence in the area. Dude, I think I see what's going on. All I gotta do, this is pretty clear. Like, it looks like all I got to do is find these little reed heads inside the Kissimmee grass. You know, maybe even these little lily pads like this, but just any kind of inconsistency, any kind of vertical structure in that Kissimmee grass. That is her. That is freaking her. That's the bite. That's the bite I needed. That may be the biggest bass I have ever caught in my life. That may be the biggest. That may be a pounder. Oh my God. That may be the biggest bass I ever caught in my life. Oh my God, dude. I'm putting her in the live well. Oh, I guess I gotta weigh her. Oh my God. Oh my God, that might be a 10-pounder. Guys, that might be a 10-pounder. Oh my God. I'm shaking a little bit. I'm freaking shaking, dude. I am shaking. That might be my first double-digit bass. It is not even close. It's an 8-pounder though. That's an 8. Whew. It's an 8-pounder. Oh my God. Oh my God, I just caught a freaking 8-pounder, y'all. Oh my freaking God, dude. A 8-pounder. Oh my God. Oh God, today's gonna be a good day. 8-pounder, y'all. Oh my God. There's quite a few people around, so I'm trying not to make too much noise. I knew that sucker was a big one when I set the hook. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I see you now. I see you. I see you. I see you now. Oh my God, that was an 8-pounder, dude. When I set the hook, I was like, dude, this might not even be a bass, how big it is. I see what to do. Oh my God, y'all. I got one big one and the rest are just keepers. You know I'm him. I'm just him. Since you don't know about that, that's what you get. That's what you get.
You should think, I think I caught you.
That's what you get. Just for trolling me, that's what you get. Oh, rats. All I know is I just want to keep flipping. Man, an 8-pounder. Hey, an 8-pounder, that's a huge upgrade for me. I think I'm sitting at about 14 now. I just need to keep upgrading throughout the day the best that I can. I'm not going to really move a lot. It looks like I'm moving, but I'm just going to the other side of this stretch right here instead of wasting my time in all this dead area. But that was the bite. That's the bite that I'm talking about when we come to Florida. That's it. You got to have those. In fact, you need 2 of those. It's not impossible for me today to get to 20, you know, the mid-20s. With an 8-pounder, you know, you're already a third of the way there and getting to the mid-20s. So am I doing that math right? Yeah, that's a third of the way. So yeah, I just need that to happen another time or 2. It can happen 5 more times. I don't care. But that right there is that helps a bunch. That's what really pushes your bag over the top. So I'm gonna keep chugging at it. I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I believe in this area. I think this is the area that I could do a lot more damage. I did get one big bite in here in practice, so I'm just gonna keep moseying around, whatever that means. What is mosey around? And hopefully I can get another big one. I see some little reeds right over here, but these look like this is gonna be really hard to get to. This is not gonna be easy to get over here. Let me trim up right quick. Dude, I thought that was gonna be a good one. It was just heavy. He might actually help though. I'm telling you, every little ounce matters. I can't tell how many times I got the last check by 1 ounce or tied or something like that. This is that area where I caught the big one. I'm gonna try this area again and just make certain that I clean up here. I mean, I got some bites here, so there's no need to try to create something that doesn't exist. That one certainly won't help. I don't know, I better check that one I caught. I caught a 1.6 this morning, or 1.8 or something like that, so I better check this one. I just know how much ounces are going to be thousands of dollars. I mean, if you think about it, if you can miss a check by 1 ounce, that's an $8,000 fish. If you call a 1.6 with a 1.8 or 1.6 with a 1.7, that's an $8,000 fish. Jeez, these things are little McNuggets, dude. Look how small they are. I think that one might help. Dude, I hadn't had a bite in a while. I don't know what's going on. Just have to keep. I don't know what's going on. Too small. Too small. Alright, this is probably gonna be the last spot of the day. I really still am not safe. I need a big bite. I know I got one, but one big bite doesn't do you that much. You need 2 big bites. I had that 8-pounder. If I could get, like here, I know this sounds crazy. Some people have a 3-pounder. 3-pounders in Florida really help you bag out a lot, because there's not a lot of 3-pounders. They're either really big, they're like giant bass, or they're little bitty ones. So if I could just get 1 3-pounder, maybe 2 3-pounders, I may get it. I may go from 0 to hero today. I think I have 16 now, if I had to guess. 16 is not quite enough to do it, because I only had 10 yesterday. Now if I had about 12 yesterday, I'd be doing good, but 16 is not gonna get it, since I only had 10 yesterday. I did get some bites in this area the last day of practice, I think it was. I actually got quite a few bites. I came here yesterday, I could not get a sniff. That's just how fishing goes, though. I'm not sure if somebody caught them before I did, or if it's one of those deals where they just didn't want to bite. I'm not sure what it was, but I didn't get any bites here yesterday. And I did try it. I fished it nice and slow. I take that back. I got 1 bite. But this is a place where you probably could catch you the fish that you need. I see one spot with some isolated pads. I really like the ones that are setting out by themselves, but somebody's fishing that one today, so I can't go fish that one. So let's stick it out here. Where I can get it, 3.5, 4-pounder. I think he don't come off. All right, y'all, I probably need to go. I think it's gonna drop off pretty big today. It seems like it's a little bit tougher than it was yesterday. I didn't get near as many bites as I got yesterday, but of course I got this one big one that's here. This is a big fish. Hold it with 2 hands. That's a big one. That's definitely a big one. I wish. I had 5 of them, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. You wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. I'd come in just cussing at everybody for no reason. Thanks, sir.
Ethan Green may be in trouble. Did he just give you a bath over there, man?
Yeah, I think I did.
He showered you, didn't he? He showered you. Man, you ain't calling today. I watched you on live.
For the little clicker, using your bubble scales. Thank you for doing that. That helps us out. 10 pounds, 7 ounce yesterday. 16.11 today. 27.2. 27.2.
What is big fish now?
9 even.
I don't think so. You said hold it up.
Yeah, hold it up
real good. You can ring that bell when I hold it up too.
There you go. You put it in there. What did your bubble scale say? 8-1. 8-1. Nice. Good job. 8-1. Well done, sir. All right, B-Lat, let's see what you got here, sir. Good day today. What's the difference?
Nothing different. I went to the same exact spots. I did have to do some different things. Just yesterday it was windy. I couldn't really fish my areas good, but obviously I just didn't get the big bite yesterday.
Sure.
If I would have had some of the fish that I caught yesterday, today I probably could have went a little over 20.
Travel, sir. Appreciate you.
Okay, we had, let me see what I had today. Today, look at my weight slip. I had 16.11 today. My total is 27.2. 27.2. Can you see that? 16.11, 27.2 total. Here's the thing. I knew I needed one more fish to get a check. We're only paying 41 spots this year because we don't have a full field. Oh, by the way, my big fish is an 8-1.
Oh my God.
We only play 41 spots.
That may be the biggest
and right now there's a 3-way tie, and I'm not exactly sure how they break ties here with Major League Fishing because I've never been in a tie for the last place checked. So I'm waiting on the tournament directors to tell me exactly how they do the 3-way ties, how they calculate that. You put in all that work, I want to check. You get that close, I would have rather just caught 10 pounds and then weigh out of it than to get this close, have that good of a day, and then end up not cashing check. I know that sounds crazy, but I hate getting that close and then maybe not getting the check. You almost rather just miss it by 2 or 3 pounds. But the weights dropped off big time. For you guys that don't know, no forward-facing sonar today. Weights plummeted. The cut looked like it was going to be about 29 pounds, and it ended up being 27, around 27.2. So over a 2-pound drop today. No forward-facing sonar. So you can definitely see the limitations, the control measures they're putting in on forward-facing. It is definitely going to create a lot more strategy and a lot more storylines this year. I'm gonna go up here and see what the verdict is on the payday. So I made it back to South Carolina. I want to tell you a little bit about how this all went down and a little bit about the rules with Major League Fishing when it comes to tie breaks. So Major League Fishing has a rule. When there's a tie break, the heaviest one-day weight wins the tie break. Not the day one, but the heaviest, am I saying that right? The heaviest one-day weight. So any of the days, whoever has the heaviest weight wins. Okay, yeah boy. Weighed in to 16.11. On day 2, I had the heaviest of the 3. It was myself, Britt Myers Jr., and Kyle Cortiana in a 3-way tie for the last check. Now, do you remember me telling y'all? I know I made this statement in this video. I have to go back and look at the edit. I had like a 1.4 or 1.5, maybe it was a 1.6, and I called it for like a 1.8. And do you remember me saying, oh, that could be a $8,000 fish. Oh, this fish matter. Ounces matter. Listen, let me give you some context of professional fishermen. When you hear professional fishermen say, oh my God, oh, I need to get this one, I really need this fish. It's like a 2-pounder, 2 1/4. Maybe it's a 1.75 pounds. It might be a 1.5 pounds. That's why it matters so much. If I don't call up that 1.6 or the 1.5 or whatever it is with that 1.8, I don't go home with $8,000. That's an $8,000 fish. It's like $4,000 per ounce off of just one fish. That's what I'm talking about. That's why you hear it's not about the size of that one fish, it's how that one fish contributes to your entire tournament, your entire week, sometimes even your entire season. So maybe that'll help you understand why we kick, holler, and scream sometime over what you think is a small fish. Now, let's talk about this. Weights dropped off a lot. Even here in Florida, you saw the effects of not having forward-facing sonar on one day versus having it on the other day. This season is going to be interesting. I got to admit, when I looked at the schedule, I was thinking, man, some of these tournaments are going to be very predictable. Like some of these tournaments, I look at Lake Hartwell and I'm like, oh, that's going to be a scope tournament. Or I would look at Smith Lake and think, oh, that's just going to be a straight up forward-facing sonar tournament. Not so much anymore, because there is a lot of people that just solely, strictly rely on that. And so that's going to change for this year. I like that because it's going to add some mystery to it. I want you to think about this. Even when we would go to places that I would consider one line, like a Lake Okeechobee, you didn't know if Okeechobee was going to be a casting and winding tournament or if it was going to be a flipping tournament for the year. There was always this mystery of, am I going to do this or am I going to do that? And I do feel like, even though I'm not anti-technology, I do feel like we were starting to lose that a little bit, where you look at events, you look at the schedule, and you know this is going to be that. This is going to be that, but I don't know how it's going to be that, but it's definitely going to be forward-facing sonar. And you look at this and you know it's going to be forward-facing sonar. So adding this in there is going to create some mystery to our tournaments. You don't know how it's going to be done. You're just going to have to strategize for how the week works. And I'm here for it. Thank y'all for coming. There are people from the Straight Up Fishing app that came to weigh in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for watching this video, especially if you watched it this long. Nobody watches videos to the end anymore. But thank y'all. I appreciate it. Our next tournament is at Lake Hartwell. Just at the beginning, I thought it was going to be a straight up forward-facing sonar deal. Probably not. It's going to be good. Thank y'all for watching.